due to a technical difficulty, we had to restart the webinar. We had to continue from where we stopped. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to continue with where we left. So
Thank
sorry
you.
about the options, by the way, inconvenience caused.
Yeah, thank you very much for rejoining if you have. So we just did lead generation. I'll whiz through this in case we have another power cut. The distribution partners is how would you actually get to market? Do you need to go through a strategic partnership? Do you want to sell through a community? Do you want other people to sell your services as well? And this is something I did in the early days when I was starting out on my own as a coach and consultant. I actually knew that I didn't have the capacity or the desire to go and sell my services all the time. I needed to create indirect sales channels through distribution partners. So joined up with different consultants to help them and get them to refer to me and vice versa. And nowadays I've got 2 or 3 other indirect sales channels who will help me get work through that relationship. So have a think about whether you can grow through distribution partnerships. Referrals is referrals from customers and potentially friendly kind of colleagues and contacts in the community. Retention is to, as it says, to retain more of your clients, keep them for longer, and look at the ways that you can do that. Maybe there's some kind of communication work stream that can be run to keep them informed and engaged, so that actually when you do have a new product, they are the first ones to rebuy. Cross-selling is cross-selling different products. So if somebody's being, as we looked at the product pyramid, if they're at the bottom of the ladder, the bottom of the pyramid, then actually you might be able to upsell them to other products, the VIP retreats, etc. Another point to look at is your pricing strategy. So we've all got rising costs and prices around us. Are there things that you can do to package pricing differently, maybe value bundling things together, and or do you need to look at the sort of price points that you do offer and see whether the value that you're giving is reflected in the price that you're able to charge? And then the last lever is to look at how your marketing and sales is working. So typically for a bigger business, we look at the volume of leads that we're generating, which is the lead generation. And then we look at how good they are at kind of converting into clients. And so there's sort of a funnel of sales activity and marketing activity where you drop the leads in the top and they either fall out the funnel halfway down or they convert into a client. And actually looking at your effectiveness in those channels and those pipelines is really actually a pretty powerful thing to do, because you can make small percentage changes and it can make a big difference to your revenue.
Absolutely.
Is this something you do at Delenta, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, we probably use almost everything. I just want to say one more thing actually about, because if you're running a coaching business, from ethical standpoint of view, the retention is something to be careful with. Because it's based on ICF standards and most of the EMCC and the ethical standard of coaching. You are looking to add value and grow that individual and achieve the results quickly as possible, not to retain them. Having said that, if you're running a different consultancy online services business, this is definitely applicable. From Delenta standpoint, we really wanted to have customers staying with us for a longer time, and we keep adding value to them through different means, which we're going to talk about it a little later. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, I think it's spot on, Mark. Yeah.
I mean, these are just the sort of classic 7 levers, and they don't apply to all businesses, but it's a good framework to look at and go, oh, what am I doing in lead generation? What am I doing in distribution? Could I grow that way? Could I grow by changing my pricing? Depends on your goals, really. If your goals are revenue driven, then the pricing is one way to increase that and meet that goal.
Yeah, great. Another point I would basically mention is like two points here. One is due to this customer acquisition cost. If you look at recent years, especially after pandemic,
Mm,
recently I read that social media, the ad cost have gone by 66% or something for last 2 years. So ad cost, social media, if you're going to use Facebook ads or Google ads or any other ad marketing,
yeah.
uh, it can be very expensive. But if you look at distribution partners and referrals and other areas that Mark's talking about, it could be really interesting to see how you can
Mm,
grow within those. um, the second point is about niche, how well you are thinking about your market, right? When you think about your goals and the strategies, how far you want to go into these the market. Like, you probably look at your market. If you're running a, I don't know, life coaching business, there would be a specific life coaching clients that you want to
mm,
attract, and that basically help give you much more leverage, or much better um, benefit, right? Advantage for what you do in that particular niche.
mm.
So, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think niching and kind of low cost lead generation. Look, particularly now, like you say, when all the digital advertising prices have gone up, and there's so much more noise, and LinkedIn feels a lot more like a sort of marketplace than it ever did. And it's very there's still very cost effective ways to generate traffic to grow your business.
Absolutely. I mean, we as a community, when we started, we basically grew with the community. So we have a lot more referral marketing, and the
Yeah.
partner network around us is very strong, right?
Mm.
So we encourage a lot more users to talk to other, their fellow coaches or consultants to, bring them onto our platform. So we use heavily those aspects. So yeah, great. Shall we go to the last two?
Yeah, so the last two, which is probably your favorite, Sam, in terms of the T and the H that were added to the grow model. So that this is where we talk about technology and help. So we've looked at where you might grow and how you might grow, and the kind of opportunities for growth with the first four. Then the technology and the help are the ways that you can grow, the kind of enablers, the supporting platforms, and whether it's people or technology, that you can simplify your business, you can automate, you can scale. One of the biggest challenges with growing businesses is kind of keeping up with the pace of growth, whether that's with needing extra coaches to support to the delivery, or whether it's managing all the billing and all the clients and all the kind of ongoing dialogue in the client relationships. And so technology, and Delenta is a great example of that, where you can simplify all that jungled spaghetti that you've got in front of you, with all the different platforms and technologies and email marketing and websites and billing and invoicing and marketing tools. So yeah, I'll hand it over to you, Sam. But in terms of the help, I just think, again, we can't do this on our own. And even though we are solopreneurs, it doesn't actually mean you need to be all alone to do this. And one of the bravest things people can do is to ask for help, as we all know. So um, when you know where you need to go in terms of the growth, then think about the technology and the support that you need to get you there.
Absolutely. I think these two are going hand in hand. I'm glad that you sort of innovated growth model to the grow model to the next level, which is, I mean, not practically speaking, you need to have technology now for any business. Like, people believe that you can, somewhat run business to the notebooks. That time is
Mhm.
somewhat over, in my view.
Mhm.
The world is more into digitalization. Things are moving faster. You need to understand data, what information you capture, where is your the trends that you basically find in your business at the very beginning, right, at the very very start. So, and like you said, help, the community collaboration is so important, right,
Yeah.
than any other times. so people work remotely, so we can actually connect. There are other platforms, like Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. So, but it having a like-minded communities is so important. So
Mm.
that's what actually we are doing now. So Mark, you can myself. So we are in a community, so you can always reach out and ask questions.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I appreciate that.
right. So what else we do? This is talking about some from the end of view. We have today what we're doing with this sort of event like this, right? Mark was expert in our community coming in and sharing his knowledge for free with everybody, and spending his time and knowledge and experience. So the same thing we do like a weekly Q&As. We have our product teams involved in the Q&A sessions weekly. You can join in and you can ask questions, how other coaches are doing, where they are, in the landing page or website, etc. on Delenta. We have a spotlight, coach spotlight, which we do podcasts, elevate webinars. So we have a lot more going on as a business, because we are community. When we started the community, we want to stay that purposeful business, the community one. So we do a lot more things to help you out to take to the next level. Yeah. Yeah, so this is an interesting case study, Mark. I think you can sort of resonate with your
Mm.
story somewhat, right? Like, you of course more established, but most of the coaches who's just starting, or we have not got, like, they got multiple technologies to begin with, because one marketing person would say, what, go and do the website. Oh
Mm.
no, we have to do SEO. Now you have to do ads. Now you have to do land. Oh, we buy this landing or solution, web
Yeah.
solution, etc. So you are almost inundated with a lot of, overwhelmed by a lot more information coming out at you. So what we try to do is, we try to streamline that process for you. So this is a sort of a case study of Lisa Tyler, who's one of our coach, joined us a couple of years ago. And by the way, the picture of this lady here, she's not Lisa Tyler. I just want to make sure that it's just a symbolic way of showing early stage coaches. The idea was that, how you can bring your booking calendar, website, your CRM solution, everything in one place. So when somebody book a time with you, it get recorded automatically for you. You can create a task to follow up with that person. You can, then give them a free coaching course or package for them to sort of experience what it looks like to work with you. Maybe initial coaching sessions that you want to do. All of this information will be captured in the system, which you can download as a uh, coaching log to share with your accredited body for certification, etc. And then you can bring all the other Zoom integrations, payment providers like Stripe, all that into one place, where you can do, you know, you can create all these services that you can sell, you can promote for the with these users. So you can systematically look at your business organized nicely. If you have resources, you can bring those resources into one place as well. So that's what Lisa did, and she was really successful doing that. um, and then the next stage is scaling. So as you have all these tools organized or resource organized, what you will look at is how you're going to systematically grow your business. So I think product pyramid that earlier Mark was talking about, and
Mm.
excuse me, and the levers that you're talking about, they're nicely fitting in this kind of pyramid, the trend.
Mm.
Initially you can create courses. When you're scaling your business, you want to have mass audience, right, Mark? You want to get more leads. You can create a free course, you can sell on Delenta. You can create a custom branded client portal, almost feel like, they invite you in person to their, to your coaching business. And
Mm.
then slowly grow into the understanding of the analytics, how you can, what these consumers will look like, clients will look like. You can bring them into a group coaching sessions, and from there you can go into the individual sessions, and then you can add multiple associates to your business. All these things can happen in one system without changing anything in your tech stack. Isn't it wonderful, right? Like, basically you start as a coach, you organize yourself, you systematically look at your business, and then you simply bringing individuals to your business.
Mm,
Life coach, maybe finance coach, health coach. That can happen on Delenta very easily. So
great. Yeah, it grows with you. Mm,
this is where we stand Delenta from the start to the the scalable level, where you probably end up by having hundreds of coaches in your business, right? You will coach corporates, you will coach mass audience with your associates. So starter coach to professional, premium, and team, these are the four plans that we got, and this each plan will add value to your coaching business based on the stage that you're at. So we are the only platform that basically provide this journey for you to basically grow in this such way. So it's much easier, effortless, and like Mark said earlier, sort of how you can define your goals for this year. Like if you're thinking about the goal of achieving having a two or three coaches because you want to increase the revenue in your business because you want to have more products, that's where it can really we can really help as a technology provider. Now, um, so going into the little bit of details, the tech chaos that earlier, the spaghetti that the image you're talking about, Mark, right?
mm, mm,
You can look at adding multiple tools, connecting them together, working and learning those, right? How long it will take, or you can hire a person, right? Now we know because of this cost crisis that we have, right? The VAs, and other individuals are expensive, so you need to know how to use them for their best of their ability for your, for you to grow. So the technology like Delenta is basically bringing all that together and organize yourself, and eliminate all that hustle of connecting all that together, and figuring out and hiring people to do certain things, like building a website, to linking to Zapier, to all that. We done that, we got everything sorted for you. It's just matter of using the platform, start use the platform. And that's why we actually thought about like doing a lifetime deal. And this is a very limited time. You can go to our pricing website and you can see. I'm sure if you're showing some interest, please contact us to info@dinner.com, or you go to our website to learn more about this. You can simply inquire about this opportunity. So this is all about helping your business in 2023. And if you're a startup coach, this will be wonderful lifetime deal. You pay one amount for the entire life. You don't have to pay monthly, so it's going to save so much money. If you were to pay today, standard, it will be around 249 or something for a year. So this going to save for 5 years of cost. I don't know, thousands of dollars basically.
mm,
Uh,
mm.
yeah, so that's bring us to the end of our event. So please, we have a quiz that we have created for you. I encourage you to take that quiz because that will is going to help you to analyze your business today. What Mark was talking about at the beginning, when you're reflecting in your business, around your business, where you're going. This will be a good exercise for you to sort of answer these questions, to analyze where you are today, and then you can connect with us if you're having questions, and if we can help you to scale your business. Yeah, so Mark, anything else you have?
So where do they, is the quiz on delenta.com?
I think we are sharing that quiz already
Right.
on these channels. Yeah, so this delentaquiz.com. We just shared that on through these social media channels. So if you're watching us on Facebook or LinkedIn or Google, sorry, YouTube, you will see that link appearing right now in the
Mhm.
chat screens. Yeah. So Otherwise, go to www.delentaquiz.com. That's it. Yeah. Um, this is a. I hope this is a very informative event presentation for you. Mark, thank you so much your time, spending your time with us, sharing your knowledge and experience.
Pleasure.
Uh, I learned a lot about these levers, how and how we should basically think about, like you said, increasing customers, revenue,
Mm.
growth, branding. So, and what products you got, right? How are you going to price those ones?
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
So,
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and apologies for the half-time technical break that we had.
yeah, apologies for that. Not sure what happened, So, but yeah, this will be recorded. And if you have any questions, guys, come back to us. It's info@diran.com. And yeah, we'd love to help you and grow your coaching business. Yeah, so on that note, I say thank you very much joining us, and see you in the next event. And
Thanks very
follow
much.
us on LinkedIn.
Good to see you.